Hi guys, it's Amber Carnes from BodyPositiveYoga.com, and we got a great reader question from Tessa, which is about Shavasana for those of us who have some junk in the trunk. And Tessa says that her ass is too ginormous to actually let her lay flat on the floor with her spine and the backs of her knees on the floor at the same time. And girl, I just want to let you know that you are not alone. Allow me to present Exhibit A. So as you can see, solidarity, sister. I am there with you. And I actually never lay flat on the floor in Shavasana. It's always a propped pose for me. So today we're going to talk about Shavasana for those of us who have the junk in the trunk and give you some options for propping as well as some alternate poses if that doesn't work out for you. Okay, so my favorite prop that I have is this bolster. I got this from YogaAccessories.com for about 35 bucks. It's a cotton bolster, and it's really heavy and sturdy, as you can hear. It sounds like a body hitting the floor, so this thing is not going to squish or the stuffing's not going to move around. And I actually use this, I sleep with this at night under my knees because it makes me more comfortable. And I also use it when I practice, and especially during Shavasana. So I'm going to show you a couple of options for Shavasana and for using this prop while you practice. Okay, the first thing we have to talk about is how do you know if you should not lay flat on the floor during Shavasana? As you can probably tell from looking at my body, I'm pretty uncomfortable right now. I've got a lot of pinching going on in my kidney area because my butt is causing my lower back to arch up off the floor. My chin is also sticking way up in the air, which is not what we want. So, when you're in Shavasana, your spine, as much of it should make contact with the floor as possible. And bending your knees and putting your soles of your feet on the floor is a really good place to start. Another thing you might want to do is just relax your shoulder blades down your back, away from your ears, and then gently tuck your chin down towards your chest. So you want your spine to be as long of a line as you can get it, from the back of your head all the way down to your tailbone. So this is perfectly acceptable for Shavasana. You can rest like this. You can widen your feet a little bit so your knees kind of rest against each other if that lets you relax a little bit deeper. Or you can just keep your feet about hip width apart. Now, if you find that your head and your chin is still popping up, all you want to do is take a towel or a blanket or something like that and place it under your head, and that's going to help to guide the crown of your head straight behind you and let your chin come down toward your chest. Okay, option number 2, to prop. And I have the bolster here that we talked about earlier. So all I'm going to do is place this guy down on the mat, under my knees, and lie back and just relax. The soles of your feet don't need to be on the floor, but this takes a lot of the arch out of my spine. I can even kind of roll from side to side and like draw the flesh in my buttocks down towards my heels a little bit to see if that helps my spine come more in contact with the floor. And then just let your legs relax. No need to like squeeze the inner thighs. Just let them relax out, let the feet fall to the sides, and spread your arms away from you. Give yourself a little bit of room, let your palms face up towards the ceiling. Okay, our final option for Shavasana is actually Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined bound angle, reclined butterfly. So what we're going to do is put the soles of our feet together and let the knees fall apart. So this is actually pretty comfortable for me, but if I was going to be in Shavasana for like 5 or 10 minutes, I might want to prop. Just because if something starts to feel pinchy, or this can just be a long time to hang out in this pose. So I have blocks, and what I'm going to do is just place them under the backs of my legs, so my legs have something to rest into, and I'm not hanging in my joints or in my sacrum or anywhere like that. And then you can rest your hands on your belly, or you can have them out to the side with palms facing up. And this is totally fine for you to hang out and rest in Shavasana at the end of a class. Okay, the other question that Tessa had was about knees to chest and the little like massaging the lower back thing, which sounded pretty painful to her. So I just want to demonstrate that. When I hear knees to chest in a yoga class. I always kind of laugh a little bit because my thighs are going to hit my belly way before my knees ever get near my chest. So what we want to do is just bring the legs up, and a lot of times the teacher in your class might say, hug your knees to your chest, wrap your arms around your knees and grasp hands. If you've got belly meeting thigh, that's not going to happen. So widen your knees a little bit first of all to make some room. Grab the front of your knees or the backs of your knees. You can also take a yoga strap and use that in whatever way might help you to grip a little better. But this is totally fine. And then the massage the back thing, all we're talking about is just gently rocking from side to side, or you can even cross your feet at the ankles and just gently kind of do a circle, just like that. It's nothing big, it's just knees to chest, and what this does, it accomplishes kind of the same thing as being in this position does. It brings your spine into a neutral position. So again, just lift the feet up off the floor and grab the backs of the knees. If you have a hard time lifting your feet up off the floor, that's okay. There's another way to get into this, and you should be near a wall to do this. So, just lie back and put your feet on the wall, and that will take some of the strain out of having to kind of engage your abs and get your legs up off the floor. So if you're struggling just to bring your knees to your chest, sometimes just putting your feet on the wall is the best thing to do. And this gets your spine in that neutral position. And then if you want to, you can even grab the backs of your knees and lift your feet off the wall to see how that feels. But it's just an easier way to get there. So thanks for tuning in. I hope that those options for Shavasana, for relaxation pose, and also for knees to chest / neutral spine might work for you. And if you have any other ideas, please post them to the comments and I'll be happy to share them. And if you have any feedback for me, just let me know. Visit me at bodypositiveyoga.com or find me on Facebook. Just search Body Positive Yoga. See you next time.